Most underrated investor of all time.
Samia Olian.
Who's that?
He's from Saudi Arabia. He was working at what is today Aramco as in the warehouse as a manager.
Wow.
They created a program where they had to get the oil out. So they had to build the pipelines, all the stuff. And they created a program where they were going to give preference to Saudi-owned vendors. And he happened to hear that they needed dump trucks or construction or whatever. And so he said, I'm going to quit my job. I'm going to start that company if you guys give me the contract. They gave him the contract. Did it again and again and again and again. He built this huge thing called the Olean Group, very large. And he was always obsessed with international markets in the United States. And he needed to borrow money. And he would go to the banks in New York and be like, I need to borrow money. And they would say, we can't lend to you. All your assets are in Saudi. How do we get them if we ever need to get the collateral? And so he said, okay, well, what if I put some money in a New York bank? They said, that'd be helpful. So I think he started with like 50 grand. He ended up becoming the single largest investor in the United States from Saudi Arabia. And he became known as like the nice white knight. So when all of the corporate raiders and people were coming after your companies or hostile, takeovers, whatever, you could call him up. And if he liked you, he would invest in your business. He would sit on your board. He would help protect you. And his returns were like off the charts. And most people don't even know his name, let alone the people who do know his name think of him as this massive conglomerate in the kind of industrial manufacturing construction industry in Saudi, which helped really build what became their oil industry. But his investment returns were pretty insane. And he was basically like the quintessential special situation investor, just did it a different era in a different way from a different country. And so a lot of people don't know that much about him.